Well, I think there were some real form issues, some incompleteness. We can't ever, regardless of how laudable or what the project, who the group is, and so forth, it's got to be written so that we don't have an open check. No open check books, no blank checks for any project. So when it comes to the cost issue, with that particular item, dedicating the land is certainly a contribution by the city, but when you look beyond that, I start to have some questions about what is the appropriateness, and first and foremost, aside from whether it's best to give the land just simply as is, as opposed to cleaning the site, you've got a question of what would be the demolition cost if we were to demolish it for a third party. Again, I think there are two questions. One, do you need to be doing that on behalf of another entity? It's one thing to say, here's some land we're going to donate, and that's a contribution on behalf of the taxpayers. It's another to say it's a laudable venue, it's a laudable endeavor. We're going to also spend taxpayer dollars to cover the cost of a demolition. But first and foremost, I think you've got a question of how much does that cost, and I just can't. It's not a fiduciarily responsible thing for me to, and I won't speak for the council members, but I suspect that may have been some of the concerns writ large. It certainly was for me. We've got to know the cost on anything, and I think it comes down to the spirit of good governance and really even kind of the essence of the 72-hour rule, which is before you put something before us for us to vote on behalf of each of us, around 45,000 people, and you've got somebody at large, before the seven of us vote for the public on an item, we've got to know what we're voting on, and when you don't have a dollar amount, you don't know.